Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, gently running your fingers through your hair, and sighed, wondering, why is it that the neater I cut my hair, the more carefully I style it, the older and more tired my face seems to look? If that question has ever crossed your mind, trust me, you're not alone. Many women over 60 quietly stick to their old hairstyles, thinking, this is safe enough, or simply because they're hesitant to try something new. But your hair, especially after 50, isn't just about being short or long. It has a huge impact on your vibe, your face, and even your mood every time you look in the mirror. There were days when I thought to myself, it's probably just age, not the hairstyle. But when I finally dared to change, I realized the right or wrong hairstyle can actually make you look years younger or older. Maybe today you're torn between a layered bob soft, light, and voluminous, or a blunt bob sleek, sharp, and bold. The question isn't which one is trendier, but which one truly makes you look younger, more confident, and suits you at this stage of life. Join me in this video as we dive deeper to understand the difference between these two seemingly similar hairstyles that can create completely different effects for women over 60. And don't forget, if you're also searching for tips to feel more youthful every day, hit subscribe, like, and share this video so you won't miss out on more content tailored just for you. 1. Understanding the difference between a layered bob and a blunt bob. If you're over 60, I'm sure there's been a moment when you stood in front of the mirror, gently running your fingers through your hair, and wondered, why have I been wearing this hairstyle for years, yet I look stiffer and older? Don't worry, many women your age feel the same way. The truth is, at this stage, a hairstyle isn't just about looking pretty, it directly impacts your vibe, your presence, and even your daily confidence when you step out into the world. One thing I see a lot of women confuse is the layered bob and the blunt bob. They might sound similar, but the effects they create are worlds apart. If you don't understand the difference, it's easy to choose the wrong one and feel disappointed every time you look in the mirror. Let me break it down simply. A layered bob is a hairstyle cut in soft, stacked layers that create a natural, voluminous, and flowing look. When you wear this style, your hair seems to move lightly with your gestures, making your face appear softer and more youthful, especially if your hair is naturally thin or sparse. It's like dressing up your face, softening everything, making it lighter and more feminine. On the other hand, a blunt bob is the opposite. It's a straight, clean-cut style with no layers or soft transitions. It looks sharp, sleek, and sometimes exudes a bold, confident vibe. A blunt bob works well for thick, healthy hair and faces with naturally delicate features. But for those with thin hair, fuller faces, or more angular features, this style can make you look flat, a bit stiff, and older than you are. That's why some women rock a blunt bob and look elegant and youthful, while others feel it makes them look heavy and rigid. It all comes down to how the hair, face, and overall vibe work together with the style you choose. Here's another interesting tidbit. A layered bob can create the illusion of a gently lifted face, softening age-related sagging features, while a blunt bob frames your face very sharply, leaving little room to hide imperfections. If you're after softness, femininity, and a style that blends seamlessly with your vibe at this age, consider a layered bob. If you love a sharp, modern, and bold look, a blunt bob might be the better choice. So, if you're wondering what to do next to figure out which style truly suits you, I'll dive into that in the next part. 2. Factors to help you choose the right hairstyle based on age, face shape, hair type, and personality. I'm certain that many women over 60 have asked themselves at least once, why does the same hairstyle, whether it's a blunt bob or a layered bob, look youthful on someone else, but on me, it makes me look a few years older? The truth is, the reason doesn't lie in the stylist's skill or an outdated hairstyle. It's because we often overlook critical factors: hair type, face shape, and personal style. Let me break down each factor to help you understand. Once you grasp these, you'll easily know which style suits you and why it can make you look so much younger. E-tie. Hair type, thin, thick, or sparse each, has its own voice. This is a common mistake I see many women over 50 make, ignoring their actual hair type when choosing a hairstyle. Is your hair thinning, with finer strands as you age? If so, you've probably noticed that every morning in the mirror, flat, lifeless hair makes you look more tired than you feel. For thin hair, a blunt boba straight, non-layered cut can easily highlight this flaw. Without natural volume, the straight ends can make your hair cling to your face, weighing it down and dimming your brightness. On the other hand, a layered bob is a lifesaver. The staggered layers create gentle volume, tricking the eye into thinking your hair is thicker, healthier, and more vibrant. This style naturally supports thin hair, so you don't have to spend hours styling every day. If you have thick, healthy hair, though, you can confidently rock a blunt bob. This cut keeps your hair sleek and sharp, avoiding any frizz or messiness. It exudes an elegant, bold vibe, especially when paired with the right outfits. Quick tip: observe your hair in natural light. Is it naturally voluminous or thinning and weak? Knowing this will guide you to the style that suits you best. Argio. Face shape: round, square, oval, or long. You may not realize it, but your hairstyle significantly affects your face's proportions, especially after 50. A round, square, or fuller face can easily be overwhelmed by straight, close-cropped styles. A blunt bob on these face shapes can highlight a strong jawline or prominent cheekbones, making the face appear harsher. In contrast, a layered bob is a go-to for round or square faces. The soft, layered strands that frame the face create a slimming, gentler effect. The volume at the crown can even lift the face, making it appear brighter and younger. For oval or long faces, a blunt bob is ideal. The sharp cut accentuates the jawline, giving a refined, modern look. It adds a bold, confident, yet elegant touch. Quick tip: try covering the hair on both sides of your face with your hands in front of the mirror. If this makes your face look heavier, a layered bob is likely better. If it makes your face look more refined, consider a blunt bob. Sundio. Personality and aesthetic: soft or bold, elegant or modern. One of the beautiful things about being 60 is that we know what we want and what we love. Your hairstyle should reflect that inner truth. It's no longer about chasing trends, it's about what feels right for you. If you adore softness, gentleness, and a refined, approachable look, a layered bob will win you over. Its soft layers mirror your vibe. Gentle, natural, and effortlessly you. But if you love a bold, defined look and want to appear polished and modern with every step, a blunt bob is your weapon. This style pairs perfectly with a minimalist wardrobe, sleek, sophisticated outfits that scream confidence. It says, "I know who I am," loud and clear. Quick tip: ask yourself, do you want others to see your gentle, feminine side, or your sharp, polished confidence? Your answer will point you to the right hairstyle. Once you understand these factors, you'll need to pay attention to what I'll share next. Because every hairstyle has its own pros and cons, and I'll help you dive into those right away. 3. Pros and cons of layered bob and blunt bob after 60. Have you noticed, at this age, a hairstyle isn't just about looking pretty anymore, it's about whether it vibes with who you are, your lifestyle, and your spirit. I've met so many women over 60 who followed trends or salon advice, only to feel disappointed when they looked in the mirror. Why? They didn't fully understand what style truly suits them. If you're torn between a layered bob and a blunt bob, this section will help you find the perfect answer for yourself. 1.L. Layered bob. Soft, gentle, and embracing your youthful glow. Many women over 60 worry about thinning, weak, or flat hair that makes their face look lifeless. That's why the layered bob is often a trusted companion. With its cleverly cut layers, this style adds natural volume and bounce without requiring much daily styling effort. The best part about a layered bob is its ability to soften the face. If you have a round, square, or fuller face, the gently framing layers help smooth out angular features, creating a softer, slimmer look. Your face instantly appears younger, fresher, and more radiant. That said, the layered bob does come with a small catch. Because of the layered cut, it requires a bit more care. Sometimes, you'll need a round brush or blow dryer to keep the layers soft and shapely, avoiding flatness or frizz. But don't worry, with just a little attention each morning, the payoff is a fresh, gentle, and natural look with every step. If you love a timeless, elegant, and feminine vibe that keeps you soft and graceful at any age, the layered bob is a style that never goes out of fashion. 2. Blunt bob. Bold, defined, and owning your unique presence. Unlike the layered bob, the blunt bob is a true statement hairstyle. With its straight, non-layered, sharp cut, it exudes precision and boldness. That's why this style always feels sleek, strong, and polished in every detail. For those with healthy, thick, naturally straight hair, the blunt bob is an ideal choice. Its biggest advantage? It's incredibly low maintenance. Just wash, air dry, or lightly blow dry, and your hair falls into place without any fuss. If you love minimalism, admire the elegant French or classic European style, the blunt bob is practically a must-have. However, the blunt bob has a picky downside that many women overlook. It's very face shape specific. If you have a long, slim, or oval face, the blunt bob will highlight your sharp features beautifully. But for round, square, or fuller faces, this cut can sometimes make you look older, as it emphasizes the jawline and cheeks, creating a heavier appearance. If you're a bold woman who loves clarity, modernity, and wants to leave a lasting impression with a polished, confident look, the blunt bob is your perfect ally. 4. Common mistakes that cause women over 60 to choose the wrong hairstyle and look older. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the most harmless habits can quietly work against you every day? When it comes to hair, I've seen so many women over 60 cling to outdated ideas about hairstyles or get swept up in trends without considering what they truly need. As a result, they fall into small traps that make their appearance no longer reflect their true vibe, style, or age. One common mistake is choosing a hairstyle that's completely mismatched with your face shape. You might see someone rocking a blunt bob, looking elegant and trendy, and think, I want to try that. But if your face is round or has softer features, the straight, close-cropped style can unintentionally highlight flaws like fuller cheeks or a prominent jawline, making your look heavier and stiffer than you'd hoped. Instead of making you look younger, a blunt bob might even add a few years. Another mistake many don't realize is opting for a blunt bob with thin or sparse hair. This style requires a thick, healthy base to maintain its sharp, vibrant look. If your hair is thin or weak, the straight cut ends can fall flat, cling to your face, and expose thinning or frizzy areas. The result? Your face can look tired, aged, and less lively than it should. Additionally, many women get caught up in chasing trends without considering their own needs. Sure, a hairstyle might look stunning on social media, suit younger women, or even work for your best friend, but that doesn't mean it's right for you. As a woman over 60, you need a hairstyle that complements your face shape and aligns with your current lifestyle. Rushing to follow trends can often be the very reason your hair no longer reflects your true beauty. Finally, I know many of us are hesitant to change. For years, you've stuck with the same hairstyle because you're afraid to go shorter, nervous about trying something new, or worried it won't suit you. But staying loyal to an outdated style that no longer matches your face, hair type, or lifestyle is exactly what keeps you looking the same or even older. Don't be afraid to take a moment to look in the mirror, be honest about your hair type, face shape, and current lifestyle, and choose a hairstyle that truly fits. Change isn't about giving up. It's about stepping closer to the most beautiful, confident version of yourself. And once you understand this, you'll want to pay close attention to the next part I'm about to share: expert hairdressing tips tailored specifically for women over 60. If you've ever sat in a salon chair with the stylist asking, "What color would you like? What cut? Highlights or no highlights?" and found yourself utterly confused, trust me, you're not alone. Many women over 60 face this moment, caught between no longer chasing trends but not fully understanding what their hair needs at this age to look beautiful, natural, and enhance their overall vibe. The first thing I want you to remember: your hair color is like the outfit that brightens your skin tone and boosts your presence. Don't stick to jet black hair out of habit, as overly dark colors after 60 can make your face look older, harsher, and highlight wrinkles or tired features. Instead, opt for soft, neutral tones like chestnut brown, light chocolate, or smoky brown. Even a few subtle highlights at the ends or framing your face can make your skin look fresher and more radiant. These colors soften your face, giving a gentle, youthful, and understated glow. For a layered bob, a small tip from salon experience: ask your stylist for soft, gradual layers that aren't cut too close to the scalp. Why? Layers that are too short or sparse can become frizzy and unmanageable, especially when the weather changes. A gentle, staggered cut creates natural volume, keeps the hair in place, and saves you from excessive styling each morning. For a blunt bob, the ideal length is usually at or just below the chin. Avoid cutting it too short if your hair is thin, as this can make your face appear swallowed by the rigid cut. A blunt bob shines when paired with long, slightly side-swept bangs or soft, wispy bangs, creating a lighter, more feminine look. A little trick: if you have longer bangs, you can create a youthful effect by gently curling them to frame your face. Lastly, maintaining your hair at this age is just as crucial as choosing the right cut. Prioritize gentle, moisturizing shampoos and regularly use hair oils or conditioners to keep your hair smooth and prevent dryness or frizz. Don't skip scalp massages either. Healthy scalp circulation is key to sustaining beautiful hair over time. Whether it's a blunt or layered bob, I want to share with you the story of Margareta, 68-year-old woman whose experience might feel strikingly familiar. When Margaret first came to the salon, she was still sporting the blunt bob she'd worn for 15 years. A sharp, face-framing cut, perfect for the days when she was still working and always on the go. But that day, Margaret said something that stuck with me: "I don't feel like I fit myself anymore." The issue wasn't that the blunt bob was unflattering, but with her hair thinning over time and her face no longer as angular as it once was, the old style only highlighted the signs of aging, making Margaret look tired and rigid. More importantly, that hairstyle made her feel like she was playing a version of the Margaret from the past, not the woman enjoying her calm, carefree days now. I suggested Margaret try a layered boba, softer, gentler style with layers that frame the face and create natural volume. After the cut, Margaret stared at herself in the mirror for a long time, then smiled. "This is me now, light, gentle, and fresh." It was just a small change, but Margaret said that from that day on, every morning felt different. She found herself smiling more easily, stepping out of the house with more confidence, and no longer hesitant to look in the mirror. People around her noticed the difference too. No one said, "Margaret looks years younger," just to be polite. They genuinely saw her glowing. What I learned from Margaret's story is this: a hairstyle isn't just hair. It's a way to tell the world, "I'm living true to myself." But there's one more crucial thing you often overlook, and I'll share it next: how to choose the hairstyle that's truly right for you. With a simple checklist, turning 60 isn't a milestone to slow down or settle for the same old routine. It's simply a new chapter where you can refresh yourself in a gentle, elegant, and confident way. The right hairstyle, whether it's a soft layered bob or a sharp blunt bob, can make you feel noticeably younger, more radiant, and full of energy every day. If you're hesitating, Take the leap and try something new. Don't let your hair trap you in an outdated image. You deserve to see yourself in a fresh, modern, and vibrant look. I'd love to hear your story. How long has it been since you last changed your hairstyle? Which style makes you feel the most confident? Share in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share this video to join me for more upcoming content where I'll share even more helpful beauty tips tailored just for women like us.